The East Bank swap is a bad deal for all of us. We give East Bank 3 parcels of public land, the West End Public Library, the Special Ops Police Station, and the West End Fire Station. Based on comparable value of surrounding property, these 3 parcels of public land are worth over $100 million. In exchange for the land, East Bank will rebuild the library and the fire station, which they say will cost them $20 million. $100 million in land for $20 million in construction? That's an $80 million giveaway. The library and the fire station will no longer be standalone buildings, and East Bank will own both the land and the buildings. That means East Bank will become our landlord. Do we want private developers owning our libraries and fire stations? What will happen to our critical public facilities in the future if East Bank decides to redevelop or sell? Under DC's inclusionary zoning law, East Bank must build a certain number of affordable units at their cost. But in this deal, we give East Bank an additional $7.2 million for the affordable housing, which East Bank will own and collect rent on. We also give East Bank a waiver to put the units over the fire station instead of the library. Under the original RFP, the winning bidder pays for building the interim space for the library and fire station, but East Bank gets an exemption, so we have to find and pay for the interim space, saving East Bank millions and putting those costs onto us. We give East Bank a waiver from paying their share of deed and recordation fees and transfer taxes, totaling $2.1 million. Library space will shrink by 2,000 square feet, and library parking spaces will shrink from 13 to 6. Oh, and we have to buy back those spaces from East Bank at about $50,000 each. Over the past 3 years, we've paid close to $300,000 for upgrades to the West End Fire Station, including high-tech airflow and water flow systems, custom windows and doors, a state-of-the-art alarm system, and more. How much of that $300,000 will go to waste in this deal? Councilman Jack Evans added a gimmick to benefit his district. 85% of deed and recordation fees from East Bank condo sales will go into a special interest fund for the West End instead of our citywide general fund as they should. This is the same councilman who, in 2007, pushed a similar East Bank sweetheart deal through City Council as emergency legislation. After the community protested, the deal was rescinded. This is another bad deal, full of waivers, giveaways, special interests, the loss of prime public property, critical public facilities with a questionable future, and $80 million of lost land value. Let's rescind this deal and redevelop the West End responsibly.